Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet. Neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Look here first. If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that? Coming out from above the entrance?
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
How high would you like it to be?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. Tell me more about the nave.
What is the nave? There we go, okay.
The walls of the nave are held by the aisles and buttresses bearing the pressure from the side.
Very interesting. The nave is very high, isn't it?
To a layman, they must look like the wasteful knickknacks.
You recognize the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know, then, that their purpose is to support the nave?
Yes, you already mentioned it. Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
No cathedral could stand without the buttresses and aisles.
Yes, you mentioned that already.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors, and buttresses. Now for that, we need a plan like this,
Okay.
to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Yes.
Exactly.
Bird's eye view. Okay. Oh, no. Right.
I haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet. The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
Is there anything more you want to know about the nave?
No. Go on.
The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
Not yet.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny.
Huh.
Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Imagine you're standing in the centre of the nave looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all.
I have a feeling that estimate's gonna bite me in the butt.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery. Any further questions concerning the gallery?
No.
Oops.
Let me tell you more about the walls. On top are the clear-story windows. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
The clear-story makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look beautiful. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you can afford 60 masons, you could build the whole church at once instead of working from east to west. That might take 8 years, maybe 10.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate.
Yeah.
So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Oh, wow. Because I've seen it done badly. Because it gives me meaning to... Because I want it to be beautiful. Because I want to...
Because he wants to give people hope.
Oh.
That's so. Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
Jeez.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
Remind them of God's mercy.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God. And I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Wow.
Prior,
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes, she died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Look at that. Construction's underway.
Jack, do me a favor and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
Well, your son already trusted me. Oh yes, I know that the builder is not his father, and I also know about you. It won't be long till they throw you out of Kingsbridge. Witch.
All right, Remigius.
There he is! Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the prior proud!
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
All right. Yay.
What do you want?
Oh, Alfred. Want to help?
I want to help.
Too bad. There's nothing you can do. I don't get why Tom likes you, you useless little turd. For all I know, you were behind that fire. What? What is it?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm leaving now.
Alfred. Ay, ay, ay. Must be spring.
Oh, good day, boy. If you see your mother, tell her the pain's gotten worse. I think I might take her up on our offer now. Oh, don't you ever get as old as I am, boy. 'Tis not natural.
Eeh.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remigius says, your mother is a saint.
Oh, look at that. They're resurrecting the bell.
Is that the bell?
Yep.
Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Oh, look at that.
Excuse me?
Aliena.
You?
Yep.
I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have two fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sherburg.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
I'm glad. Oh gosh. Oh god, tell me it's not the sun. Ugh.
Shall we go after them?
No. Now we know where we can find them.
Ha! Ho!
Oh my gosh, man. Yep, here we go.
My bishop, William Hamley, has returned to see you.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth, Sowing the Wind.